Four people are sitting around a table, talking about baseball, whatever you like. Suddenly, a bomb goes off. 10 seconds of shock. Now take the same scene and tell the audience there is a bomb under that table and will go off in 5 minutes. Well, the whole emotion of the audience is totally different because you've given them that information that in 5 minutes' time, that bomb will go off. Now the conversation about baseball becomes very vital because they're saying to you, don't be ridiculous, stop talking about baseball, there's a bomb under there. You've got the audience working.
Echoing Hitchcock's observations, this video will explore the ways in which Guillermo del Toro builds suspense through a visual and oral medium. The opening wide shot immediately places the audience in a foreboding setting and presents 3 points of interest: the banquet table, the fireplace, and the pale man. These elements make up the anatomy of the scene. The frightening environment is enhanced by the sound design. The ambient and disembodied noises convey an oral weight, making the scene heavy with feelings of dread. As if plucked from a nightmare, the grotesque image of the Pale Man is the defining feature of the room. Pale Man is nearly human in appearance, but lacking in many familiar humanoid characteristics such as eyes. The creature's lack of eyes emphasizes the monster's foreignness, and audiences are left to feel scared of the unknown. By contrast, Del Toro's fairies are idealized storybook creatures, petite in stature, with sympathetic wide eyes. Their innocent form feels familiar and encourages viewers to trust them implicitly, unlike Pale Man, whose intimidating size oppressively looms over the shrinking Ophelia. This size difference is key. We're able to see Ophelia's vulnerability in visual terms. In this next shot, so much is told through blocking. Ophelia is positioned between the mouth-shaped fireplace and the Pale Man, and in the foreground, a pile of discarded shoes. This juxtaposition builds dread. One wrong step and Ophelia will be just another pair of discarded shoes. In this scene, there is a distinct tonal shift where dread becomes fear. At the scene's start, Del Toro expands time using slow camera moves and lengthy takes, making you feel every second of the dread. The tone changes with one flamboyant tracking shot, a contrast between smooth and slow camera to a sudden fast pace. The jarring difference in speed is indicative of a tonal shift. Initially, the Pale Man appears as Hitchcock's bomb, but this is misdirection from the real bomb, Ophelia eating a grape. The transition between dread and fear is palpable when, in extreme close-up, the Pale Man violently devours the fairies. In the second part of the scene, the cuts become erratic, filled with cross-cutting that makes time feel compressed. When building suspense, it is critical to remember that a fast rhythm creates fear, while the slow rhythm creates dread. Bookending the scene, Ophelia returns to her bed, the moaning sounds of Pale Man's lair vanishing suddenly like a sigh of relief. The Pale Man scene is a prime example of sequence directing, a scene greater than the film. Del Toro contrasts slow-building dread with sudden, horrifying action.
Suspense is essentially an emotional process. Therefore, you can only get the suspense element going by giving the audience information.